regarding how to work with Visual Studio. Okay, how to start with Visual Studio, how to work with Visual Studio. So, press the window key and search Visual Studio. Visual Studio. I have installed the Visual Studio 2022. Okay, click on this. First page you opened like this. Okay, this is the start page. Okay, whatever the recently project you have developed, that is shown under the recent project here. Okay, this month, like this week, yesterday, like this open. Okay, this shows like this. Whatever the project you recently open, like this is shown. Okay, and we can open recent project using search button, or here we can open. Okay, here we can scroll and open the project, and where we can start here from. If you want to create new project, then this is for create a new project. And if you have existing project, you want to open the existing project, then click on this open a local folder, navigate and edit code with any folder. Okay, open a project or solution. You can also using this open a project or solution. If you have existing project, then you can open directly that project or solution. You can open using this one. If you have a folder and existing project, then using this you can open. Okay, and this is a clone a repository. Suppose your code is deployed or kept and on the Azure, you want to clone from Azure. If your project or solution are kept on GitHub, okay, and you want to get the project from there, then you can use this clone repository. When you click on the clone repository, then this is the repository location. You can put here Azure URL or GitHub URL and the location where you want to save your project. This is the path here of your local system. You can select this by default, or you can select any path where you want to save the project. Okay, and browse a repository. This is the repository where, Azure DevOps. You can connect to Azure DevOps, or you can connect to GitHub and get the project and clone the project from these both locations. Okay, when you click on this, then you need to connect with your Azure account. Okay, and now the project will shown here. You can select the project and you can click the project and connect. Then your project will be loaded, copied from that URL. Okay, like that you can click on GitHub and just put your GitHub account. Here you need to put or log in with GitHub account. Okay, you need to add GitHub account here, and you can select the repository from here. So using this I have account like this one Zaheer 91 on GitHub. So I have connected, I have added this account. That's why two repository is shown here. Okay, when I click on this repository and click on the clone button, then that repository will be copied from the GitHub to my local system. Okay, and this is the local system path where you want to save your project. Okay, this is okay. Go to the back, and if you want to create a new project, then go with this uh, menu. And if you want to, if you have existing project, then you can this one open a project or solution. If you are if you have existing one, then you can go with this one also. Okay, open a local folder, navigate and add code with any folder. Okay, and they already discussed about the clone repository. So if we click on this continue without code, then the uh, there will be a blank window. There is no project. Okay, if we want to create from here, suppose I have clicked continue without code, then there is no project, no solution, everything blank. Okay, so you need to create a project from here. Just we have a menu bar. From the menu bar, we have file. Just go to the new and click the project here. You can create a new project. You can clone repository using click on the clone repository like that. I have already discussed. Okay, these all things we have. Okay, here we have. If you want to create a new project, then I have click on the menu, and under menu we have new and click the project is just like an application. Here we call application project, but project is an that means an application. And using I will discuss some more things about Visual Studio. Visual Studio is an IDE. IDE matlab means integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Okay. Visual Studio is an IDE, integrated development environment. It is a it is a product of Microsoft. Okay, Visual Studio provided by the Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft provided Visual Studio. It is an IDE. Using this IDE, we can develop Windows application. Windows application means Windows application, that means desktop application. We can develop web application. We can develop web application. We can develop mobile application. We can develop mobile application. We can develop console application. Console application. Using Visual Studio IDE that is provided by the Microsoft, we can develop these many types of application. Okay, where we need only one IDE, that is Visual Studio. Using Visual Studio, we can develop. Okay, using Visual Studio, we can develop these multiple application. Only one IDE, that is Visual Studio, we can develop these many types of application. Not needed for each and every application. We don't require multiple IDE. For our single IDE, we can develop multiple application, means Windows application, web application, mobile application. and console application. These all application we can develop using single ID that is provided by the Microsoft. Okay, and already you know that .NET supports 30 plus 30 plus languages. Already you know that .NET supports 30 plus languages. Okay, and Visual Studio also work if you select any language. Means suppose you are working, you are selecting C sharp, C sharp, then that intelligence also work in the Visual Studio ID. If you suppose you have select Visual Basic, then that is also means, I means to say that 30 plus languages support and intelligence everything inbuilt in the Visual Studio. Whatever the language supported by the .NET, that all language intelligence is managed by the Visual Studio ID, because .NET is also product of Microsoft and this Visual Studio is also product of Microsoft. That's why it is maintaining these things. Okay. Okay. So if I need to create a project means application. If you want to create application like Windows application, web application, mobile application, console application, any type of application we can develop by the Visual Studio ID. Then suppose I want to click on the new and project. I want to develop any project. So here we have language things. Okay, this supports C sharp, C++, AppSharp, JavaScript, Python, or Visual Basic, TypeScript, XML. Like these are language supported. Where I select on the C sharp and the platform, I have selected the Windows. For Windows platform, I want using Windows platform and using C sharp language. I want to make a console application. Okay, console application means character user interface. Okay, this is the console application. This is the API things. We have a desktop application here, desktop application, web application, I mobile application, machine learning. Everything we can develop by the Visual Studio 2022. Okay, this is the IDE. Okay, I have selected the C sharp language and platform. I have selected Windows and I want to make a console application. We will start with console application first. After that, we will create a desktop application, web application, everything we can do. Then I have selected console application. Then for console application, we have three things: console app. Okay, I have here we have also .NET Core also installed in this, and .NET Framework also we have. So that's why we this is showing console app with .NET Framework, and this is console app with .NET Core. So if we use .NET Core, then we can develop for multiple platform like Windows, Linux, Mac. If we use the .NET framework, then we can develop only for the Windows platform, because here it's showing also. Okay, .NET framework support only is Windows. Oh, .NET framework not support platform independency, but .NET Core support platform independency. In Visual Studio 2022, both are installed, .NET Framework and .NET Core by default when Visual Studio installed. Okay, then we have both things: console app with .NET Core and console app with .NET Framework. Okay. When we select the .NET Framework, console app with .NET Framework, this only showing language. I have selected C Sharp, and only showing platform is Windows, and this is console application. Here we have language is same, and this is a console application, but platform is showing Linux, Mac, and Windows all, because .NET Core is platform independent. So we will start using .NET Framework. So I have selected this one and go to the next. Then this is the project name. Project name means you can give the name of the project name. Name is application name. Suppose I have give the application name as first console app. Like that, you can choose any name. Project name means application name, and this is the location where you want to save this application. This is the location. Either you can save on the same path, or you can browse and change your path. Okay, desktop app here. Okay, and this but the solution is by default the project name same as solution name. Okay, if the project name is like this, then this is also changed. Here, place solution and project in the same directory. When this is checked, then solution and the project will solution and project in the same directory. In the same directory, project and solution is placed. Okay, when you uncheck this one, then we can select the solution name as different, and project name as different name. Okay, but we will check this one, and uh, then project name and solution name must be in single folder. Okay, and I have used here the .NET framework 4. This is the latest .NET framework. Okay. This solution means this is the this contain collection of project. Solution is a container for the project. Means solution is a collection of project, and project is an application. Okay, and suppose in real time scenario, we have we have project like this. In that we have a console application, Windows application. Means to give a complete product or to made a complete product, we have required a console application, Windows application. Then we put both console application and Windows application put in a single solution, and the single solution is the complete product. Okay, or this type of scenario also maybe in future when we work in the industry, that if we have multiple teams and multiple teams working on different project. Okay, so we need to maintain the code confliction, and then we create multiple project, multiple modules. Okay, and put in a single solution. Okay, like that we have project name and location and the solution name. Solution means solution that contains collection of project, and a project is collection of items. Item means the item can be class, item can be structure, item can be enum, item can be database. Everything can make a project. Okay, using collection of these items make a project, and a solution is the collection of project. When we create this, currently the solution name and the project name are same. So we have a solution explorer. Okay, this shows, this is the solution explorer, and this shows solution explorer, that name first console app, one of one project. This is the solution name first console app, and solution have one project. This shows one of one project, means solution have one project, both name as same as, this is the solution name and this is the project name. Solution can contain multiple project according to the requirement. Okay, solution can contain, suppose right click on this and add new project, we can add another project in that particular solution. Okay, so this shows everything regarding the project and solution. If you don't find this, then you can uh, get from, go to the view menu and you can click on the solution explorer, then you get here. Okay, solution is a collection of project, and projects is a collection of items. Like items means we have a class. Okay, that may be a class, that may be a structure, that may be a enum, that may be a interface. Okay, that may be database things. Okay, then to make a complete application, whatever things is required in a project, that that is items. Okay, means that project is collection of items and the solution is collection of project. Okay, this this is a project, and a project name same as namespace name. Okay, so I have click on auto hide here, this one. When push pin, when click on push pin, then it will not hide. When we click on unpin, then it will be hide. Okay, then click on this. So by default the project name and namespace name is same, but we can change if we want to change, that we can change. The namespace means, namespace is a collection of items. This namespace is a collection of item. This is a class. Okay, this is a class. Class is one item. In namespace, under the namespace, we can define a structure. We can create a enum. We can create an interface. Okay, these all things, any type we can, any types we can create under the namespace. Okay, namespace is the logical container of item. Okay, this is the logical container. Suppose we want to create uh, 5 class that is related to one namespace, and 5 class that is related to another namespace, then uh, using namespace we can categorize 5 class in this namespace, and uh, using namespace we can categorize 5 class in another namespace with another name. Okay, here we have namespace first, and namespace is just a collection of item. Item means item that may be a class, maybe interface, maybe enum, maybe structure. Okay, item maybe. This main method is an entry point of the project. Okay, suppose, and what is this things, this is a class, this is a namespace. Namespace is a logical container of items. Okay, not we can say the correct word types, logical container for types. Namespace is logical container for types, and this is a class is a type, interface is also type. We can put a structure, interface, uh, like this we can put here. Okay, and this is the import things. As in C and C++, we required has include, like hash include, like stdio.h means header files. First, we include the header files to use all the standard input output function. To include this header file, after including this header file, we are able to use the all the function that come under the standard input output header files. Like that, in C sharp, we have using statement. Using statements we can use to include the base class libraries. Okay. Currently, this is not required in this because system is the namespace in which the required things is available. Okay, console, write line, everything is available. Console class is available in this one. So currently, we not required below namespaces. So system is a in namespace we have base class library. Okay, in that class, in that we have multiple namespace. Okay, and multiple namespace have multiple types. Okay, the system is a namespace. Under this namespace multiple classes are defined. So using that class we need to include this system namespace. Okay, like we have a first console app. We have a this namespace first console app. We have a namespace. Under this namespace we have a class. Suppose I have added a enum under this public enum, enum name days like this, sub enum I have defined here. Okay, this is also a type. Under this namespace we have under first console app namespace we have defined two types. First one is a class, second one is a enum. So if we want to this enum or this class in another project, then first we need to include this namespace. Okay, like that we have imported or include this namespace because this namespace have the console class, and I need to use the console class. Whatever the required things I needed, that is available for this particular program in this system namespace. Okay, that's why I have used this system namespace. If another method uh, is required, then I will use another namespace. Okay, then Microsoft have a base class library. Okay, in that library we Microsoft defined multiple namespaces, under the namespace defined multiple classes regarding the namespace related to the namespace. Each and every the namespace is logical container. Logical container. Okay, just like a folder is a logical container for the files. Okay, we can put different files in a particular folder. Okay, like that we have a namespace. Namespace is a logical container. This is the container. Container have no size. Okay, this is the logical container. I mean, there is no physical existence of this. Like folder, folder have no physical existence. Folder is just like logical container. That's why folder have no size. Okay, under the folder whatever the file size that shows the folder size. Okay, but exactly there is no size of the folder. Whatever the file come under that folder, that size is available only. No size for the folder because folder is just like logical container. A namespace is also a logical container. Okay, suppose I have this program one. Okay, or this one looks like enum like this. like this have some things. Then there is no folder have nothing. Suppose I have opened this one, then this one have no size. Driver have no size. Under this driver, this audio have no size. This is a logical container. Under this, suppose we have a file. This file have some size. Okay, file have some size, but you see the folder have no size. Size are not mentioned. Okay, that's why I am saying that folder have no physical existence. This is a logical container only. Okay, same as namespace. Namespace is also a logical container of types. Okay, so suppose I have used console.write and print hello.net. This program is a class and main method is entry point, and this function is just like just work at this namespace. This using statement means just I am including this system namespace in uh, our program. Okay, so just I have included to use this console class, because the console is a type, this is a class, and that is defined under this system namespace. So I have imported, I have included here using system name is using system just included, I have included this system namespace. Okay, this system namespace. Why I have included this system namespace? Because in the system namespace this console class is defined. When I right click on this and go to the definition, then we see the console application, sorry, the console class. This console is a class, and this is a static class, and this is available under namespace system. That's why I have included system. Using system I have included to use to consume this class, and this class have this method. This console class have this write line method, and that the write line method is a static method. That's why using console directly we call the write line method. Okay, and I have printed this one. This work like the printf in C and cout in C++. This this statement just work as printf in C and cout in C++. Okay, when we click on the run start, then we this compile and run the program and print hello.net. Hello.net. Okay, press any key to continue. Just press any key to go to the our work area, work environment. Okay, that's why this console is come under the system namespace. That's why I have included this one, and this write line method is come under the console class. This write line method is static class. So the directly the using the class name we can call the static method. Okay, okay, and suppose I have this project is a collection of items. This class is also an item, and suppose I have added another item and like another class 1. You can change the name, but I didn't I put this name only. Okay, we have second class, and this we have class 1 dot cs. This is the file name class1.cs, and the class name is class 1. Okay, and this by default come under the first console app namespace. The namespace is by default. This is the pattern. Okay, this is the pattern because I have created this class in this project first console app. So the pattern is the namespace is just like the project name, but we can change here any name we can change. Okay, no problem. We can just put change the name here, and we can put multiple types under this name namespace. Okay, and if we want to this namespace under this, then we need to include just like, suppose I want to use, suppose I have a class 1, this one, and I want to use the class 1 here. If I want to class name this class 1, I want to use here. Okay, then class 1 not available here. Okay, class 1 is not available here. Okay, where I have included this namespace here using namespace here, then we can able to use the public void sum, public static sum plus 1 dot okay, the class name is just capital C. Okay, capital C. Class name is started capital C, and I have used the small capital C like this. Okay, that's why it's not working. Okay, so class 1 dot sum, we are able to access the sum method here. Okay, that is come under the class 1, and we are able to create the instance of the particular class like this. We can able to do this one, but when you remove this one, this we have the error, class 1 could not be found. You are missing using directive or assembly reference. We are not included the reference, that is the namespace. Just like I want to use the console, this console class, then I have you added the namespace that is related to console, that because the console class is come under the system namespace. When I have included the system namespace, then I am able to access this console like that, and this class 1 is under this namespace. First console app, this one, 21223. Class 1 came under this one. I remove this not required, just I have included to check. Okay. Under this class one is under this namespace. Okay. And I want to access this class one in the program.cs. So we need to include the namespace, this one. Okay. This one namespace we need to include here, then we can access this class. Okay, when I comment this, just double forward slash commented, then we are not able to access this class because this class one is come under this namespace. Okay, and when we uncomment this one, then the error removed. Okay, and when the name is modified, this class 1 is come under the namespace this one. Okay, then we don't need to include this one. Directly we can access because the namespace is same. Okay, the namespace is same. This is the logical container. This first console have the logical container. Here it doesn't mean that uh, we can put the console the namespace. Suppose here the namespace is this one in another file class1.cs, and this namespace is another file program.cs, same namespace. Okay, it doesn't mean using the same name we can put any types and any number of files, but that is physical that is come under the same namespace. Whether because here that namespace is mentioned in the class1.cs, and program.cs have this namespace, but the namespace name is both are same. Okay, that's why this class and this class come under the same namespace. Because the same namespace, we are able to call this class one, and this class one we able to call, because we don't need to include here because the same class the same namespace here, and then this namespace have this class. That's why we don't need to include directly, we can consume here. Okay, this is the name is regarding the namespace. Okay, namespace console. If I want to add a new project, then clicking on the solution, we can add new project here. And if we want to add new items in a particular project, then we can right click on the project and we can add a new item. Whatever item you want to include, we can add here. Console class, you can include interface, structure, cursor, JavaScript file, icon, HTML file, anything. So you can do, you want to include, you can include and add in this. Okay, this is the regarding working in Visual Studio. Starting the work in Visual Studio. How can you start your work using Visual Studio? How can create your project? If you want to create a new project, like click on the file and a new, and create a new project. You want to create a Windows desktop application, then you can select here desktop, and you can create Windows form application using .NET framework, like this. Like this you can do, and next we can create this one. You can create a web application. If you want to create a web application, then you can select a web here. If you want to include this is the related template, web related templates. Okay, ASP.NET Core Web API, ASP.NET Core Web App, Web Application, Web API, everything we can uh, create and manage. But firstly, I have created the console application, a character user interface application, CUI based application using console app. So further, I will create the GUI application, means Windows Form application and web application, like that. I will create and use and show you. Okay. Regarding this, just I have created this video to uh, to start how to work, to know how to work with your studio. Okay. If there is any confusion, then please comment in the video and let me know if any confusion. I will clarify your doubts. Okay, that's all. Thank you.